So the cable crossovers, this particular variation, it's going to be in a pronated grip, so the palms are going to be facing down. Regarding starting position, we're going to take both hands on the cable and we're going to walk out. As you can see, my starting position here, I'm in a staggered stance, so I've got my right leg in front of the left. Between sets, if you're doing multiple sets, you can change legs, that's absolutely fine. Regarding the cable here, you can see that it is higher than my shoulders. Normally I would say to bring this cable down so it's roughly in line with the shoulders here, but I've got it up a little bit higher. It's just a variation. We can change the position of this cable depending on what area of the chest you want to target. So we're just gonna play this through, and so I'm gonna push out first, and so I'm pushing straight out from the chest. My arms now, this is where I'm going to fix my elbows. They're not fully extended, there's a slight bit of flexion in there, and the arms are going to stay in that fixed position all the way through. Also notice I've turned my palms slightly, so they're not facing each other, they're facing down. It's kind of in between here, and I've got a nice neutral spine. I'm looking straight forward. I'm going to pack my chin. I'm going to make sure I'm bracing the abs and I'm keeping that rib cage down. It's very easy on this exercise to allow the lower back to arch. We don't want to do that. So this is a big anterior core exercise as well. So it's very similar to a standing plank. We're preventing the lower back from going into extension and the rib cage flaring up. So playing it through, play it through for a few repetitions. So I'm stretching back, keeping the arms in line with the floor, squeezing the chest on each repetition. So I'm just going to slow that down to here. So I'm going to go through repetitions here, going to stretch back. So here we're getting a big stretch around the chest, but also we need to keep an eye on what the front of the shoulder is doing. So I'm keeping my shoulder blades retracted and down, so we don't want any shrugging to happen when you come back here on the stretch on the chest for this shoulder to ride up towards the ear. Try and keep the shoulder blades retracted and down. We don't want this shoulder to roll forward too much because it could cause a bit of impingement on the front of the shoulder. So playing it through again, we're just going to slow that down to half speed, stretching back. So a little breath in through the nose, stretch, and then breathing out, driving down the rib cage as well. So back to normal speed, we'll look for around 2 seconds coming back, 1 second through. So just when you're finishing, come back to chest, and then we're going to spin to one side and then let it spin to the other side. I'm keeping my spine in a neutral position all the way through, just until the plates are touching each other.